Hello, guys. All right, one second. I'm just going to adjust the lighting and see if you guys can see me better with the light off. Let's try this really quick. No, I got to turn the room light on. Okay. So I want to start off with some physical updates. Let's see where to begin. I would say right now, physically, I'm going through a lot of change, especially regarding my living situation. I will update you guys in January about that. Super excited for that. Business wise, I have been receiving a lot of life coaching requests as well as public speaking requests through LinkedIn. So if you guys are looking for those services, please go navigate to my website and you can scroll under book online and just scroll through and you can see all the things that I offer. And what else? Oh yeah, and to the new subscribers who have joined recently, welcome. I'm so excited that you guys are here. I just recently started updating my Apple and Spotify podcasts again. I took a huge break at the end of 2023 recording podcasts. And so I've been feeling very aligned to start that back up again. So my YouTube podcast section is now synced with my Apple and Spotify. So those will post the same cycle that my newsletter follows. So at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month. And yeah, for the new subscribers also, please go check that out as well. If you guys are just as obsessed with self-improvement and energy healing and want to learn more energetic tips throughout your week and how to best navigate the energy of the week, definitely go subscribe to my free newsletter. I send one out every beginning of the month and end of the month to complete the cycle. What else? So we talked about the podcast. Oh yeah, my recent podcast that just went live today. It's called, I recorded it like a week ago. It was called Who Am I? Or something like that. Who am I or what am I doing? I don't know. It's so good. You guys should really go listen to it. I feel like when I was recording that specific podcast, I literally went into inner master mode, like inner teacher mode, and it was just crazy. It was like I just stepped out of thinking and it was just like all this information was just like pouring out of me. So it's going to be super activating, super inspiring. And yeah, so what else? Oh yeah. The next podcast I'm going to schedule. So I have one coming up for the beginning of October. It's already scheduled to release for the first Saturday of the month at 5 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. The one I'm going to talk about at the end of October, it'll be perfect because it'll be almost in alignment with Thanksgiving. I'm going to talk about the dietary changes that I have navigated through doing all of this energy healing and how it has affected my physical body. I feel like that's not talked about enough. And so if you want to learn more about that, learn more about, what supplements you might gravitate towards or feel like you need to take as well to support your body, definitely go give that a listen because it's going to be really good. And just personally for me, I had, I don't want to say like a severely wounded physical body, but it was very severely neglected. Like I wasn't getting or haven't been getting my whole life proper trace minerals and potassium, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it's going to be a super, super educational episode. Okay. And then as for TikTok, I know I'm like all over the place with TikTok. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm just not it. I'm not into it right now. So I'm just going to gravitate away from that and just focus on my YouTube videos for now, my podcast, and my first book that I'm writing as well. That should be finished by the end of December 2024. And one last update. So for my sexual trauma healing course, for those of you who are currently interested in taking that and investing your time and energy into that, the price is it's going to go up very soon. I think tomorrow I'm really going to spend all day working on it, but I just discovered some groundbreaking research with science and energy healing around healing sexual trauma. So And then like I was like in the middle of combining all of my notes that I was like channeling and researching, and my higher self came through and she was like, "You're literally going to be teaching a seminar about this one day." So it gives me chills, gives me goosebumps, and I'm really excited because I love science. Like I was a former scientist, so. But I love understanding how it works with energy healing, like the non-physical and how it can like intermingle and work together. So, okay, now let's get into today's video, which is about healing the peripheral nervous system. So, with the overall nervous system, we have, sorry, my cats are like all over the background. In the overall nervous system, we have the central nervous system and we have the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is basically the brain and the spinal cord, and the peripheral is like everything else. Okay. So I'm not really going to go into detail with like what the peripheral nervous system does. I'm just going to kind of go over what I came up with, what I came across during the month of September with my energy healing, my spiritual hygiene. So let me see what day that was. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to give you guys like a basic definition really quick. Let's go to Google really fast because like I'm sorry guys, I should have took like the science notes before covering the energy healing aspect of it. Okay, peripheral nervous system. Okay, yeah, so basically Google just says it is the part of your nervous system that lies outside of your brain and spinal cord, and it just says like the function of it. So I really want to talk about what is experienced though when it is wounded and neglected and is holding a bunch of trauma. And so basically, when I was called to do this energy healing on myself at the beginning of September, the beginning of this month, I was having like a weird, I mean, I guess you could call it like nerve tingles, but it was like a weird sore pain that I had in my left quad. And I was like, what the heck is this? Like, why is this so sore? And I basically had this YouTube binaural beats video pop up about healing neuropathy, like healing binaural beats for neuropathy. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, it sounded like something like old people would have, you know what I mean? But anyways, I like did some channeling and I figured out I had stuck energy in my own peripheral nervous system. And so for those of y'all who haven't seen my How to Heal Your Nervous System video, like it's in one of my very first video tabs, or in the video tab, but it's in one of my first videos that I created in the last 6-month cycle. That's like a basic overall general how to heal your nervous system. That's based on like fight, flight, freeze, and fawn responding. So that's mainly guided and geared towards helping you guys with like anger management issues and like responding and like reacting in survival mode and getting out of people pleasing mode, like that kind of programming, if that makes any sense. And this in particular, it was more about like pain, like experiencing pain on a daily basis. So like if I finished a shift at my job or finished a workout at the gym, like I would feel these like nerve pains basically. And so anyway, what I found was I had overall layers, like overall energetic layers over my peripheral nervous system. So if you can just like visualize, like not the brain and the spinal cord, but everything else, like the ganglia, the nerves, like all that. You can literally Google a picture, which is exactly what I did. Just Googled peripheral nervous system in detail. And I just visualized all the different nerves that are part of that. And then just channeled and I said, okay, like, do I have stuck energy in this nerve? Do I have stuck energy over here? Do I have overall energy layers? And so what I discovered was to scan for, this is what first came through. I needed to scan for overall layers, attachments, dark entities, low vibrational energetic residue, old belief systems, makes so much sense, as well as energetic wounding. What I found I had was overall layers, low vibrational energetic residue, and also I found energy that was manifesting subconsciously in my spiritual channels that was also causing this nerve pain super deep. So let's just go over that energy healing really quick. So the first question is, how do you figure out how many layers do you have? Okay, if you guys have not seen my beginner's playlist on how to start channeling for yourself, you can either use muscle testing, like with your thumb and your finger. You can use a pendulum. Okay, I'm not going to go over the pendulum, but I'm going to go over the muscle testing because I don't think I've gone over that with you guys yet. So basically what you do is you ask yes or no questions, and you could say, okay, is my name Grayson? Yes. Is my name Bob? No. It's like your thumb will just automatically release if it's a no. And then if it's a yes, it'll catch it, like your thumb will catch it. Okay. So that's just like one way to start opening up to channeling like your own higher self's energy, like listening for your own information. Okay. And so, yeah, you could say, all right, body, do I have 3 layers? I can't remember how many I had. Did I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I had 7. Yeah, so I had 7 layers that I had to clear. And because it's my nervous system, I wanted to be really gentle on myself. Like, you really want to have mercy. Like, it gets exciting when you discover all the stuck energy that's in your body and in your nervous system and all that. But you really need to be gentle with yourself. And with the nervous system in particular, I always recommend like following your intuition. Start with 1 layer and see how you feel. If you felt pretty okay, pretty easy with it, pretty like okay with the first removal, then start removing 2 layers at once. I wouldn't go higher than 2 layers because it might be like too much for your energy. Okay, you don't want any kind of like negative reaction to occur. And so basically, what you do is you say, okay, I now heal and release the first 2 layers off of my peripheral nervous system that no longer serves. Send that back to source for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and any other energies that serve my highest contracts moving forward. I now clear my feminine, masculine, overall energy, old body memory, and send that old energy back to source for healing. Sometimes I like to say creator too. It's the same thing, same energy, same intention, just different labels. And yeah, send that back to source, creator for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and any other energies that serve my highest contracts moving forward. Okay, and then you'll just do the same thing with the low vibrational energetic residue with that in particular, because it's like a whole energy. I just remove the low vibrational energetic residue at once. So I now heal and release the low vibrational energetic residue out of my peripheral nervous system, send it to source, call back the healing energies, yada, yada, yada. With dark entities and low vibrational attachments, if you have those in your energy, specifically within your nervous system, in your peripheral nervous system, this is what I recommend doing. If you have any kind of low vibrational attachments, I highly advise working with Kali Ma as a secondary life force energy or your higher self. Okay, whatever you feel called to. I don't want to disempower you by saying work with like an ascended master. I want to empower you by saying like, hey, there is like an easier way to like remove and release this energy, because for a lot of us, a lot of sensitive souls, this video is going to reach. Like, we do need that. We do need that assistance. We need that like gentleness, like that gentle help, because of how fragile we are and have been for so long. And so I don't want you guys to like get this notion in your mind that, oh, well, I'm giving my power away because, I'm working with Kali Ma. Like, no, it's not in that case. It's not this disempowerment cycle. It's like the intention is to ask for secondary life force assistance instead of the pure life force, because the pure life force energy is extremely intense. And especially doing nervous system healing, you really don't want to like overwhelm your energy in your physical body. And a lot of the times when I'm doing nervous system healing or something like to that effect, like something to that sensitivity, I always, always, always hear channel, have mercy on yourself, have mercy on your energy. And so that's my indicator to go, okay, duly noted. I'm going to either work with my higher self or I'm going to work with an ascended master that I feel called to. Kali Ma is great for releasing old attachments. Like, she really is a baddie for that. And basically what I do is I set the intention to put all low vibrational attachments in the palms of my hand from that peripheral nervous system, and then I give it back to Kali for healing, and I ask her to take it, and I will literally feel it like lift, or I'll feel her grab it, or whatever it is. And that's just personally what I do, but definitely experiment what works for you, okay? Some of you might resonate with Jesus or other ascended master energies, which is totally fine. But there is a reason why I do work with specific ascended master energies with certain energy healing, okay? Now, This is another reason why I work with Kali Ma, because with dark entities, so this aspect of Kali Ma, she is like this massive spiritually detoxing ascended master energy. And I always work with this one aspect of her. Her name's Chamunda. And she gets the name. There's like this backstory of how she like destroyed like two like demonic energies. And like that was like why her name was Chamunda, because she killed both of them or whenever they exploded or something. I don't know. They died. They transformed. And so anyway, when I was doing in-person sessions with clients and I was going to do entity removals, I would literally hear them scream, leaving the person I was working with. Like they'd be like, ah, every time I would remove them, and I would always work with Chamunda. And so Chamunda is great for dark entity removals, for removing toxic masculinity, especially out of the psyche. Really great for psyche healing, deep psyche healing, and psyche reprogramming. What else? Oh yeah, and then also I do want to mention, if you do not feel comfortable doing an entity removal on yourself, this is why I am here. I'm here to help guide you and teach you how to do that yourself. So if you really want to do like a psychic healing session and you're like, I don't know, Grayson, like I don't really want to do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that on my own. Like I would like your assistance. I am here a few days out of the week to do those kinds of sessions for people. If you so want to, if you so choose. So I did make myself available for that, because there are some people out there, lots of people out there actually, who are very intimidated by these like energies. And basically like my whole goal and intention is to empower you and to not be intimidated by those energies. And it usually just takes like 1 to 2 sessions to be like, okay, I got this. Like I got this. All right, and then moving on. So with old belief systems are usually hardened in the energy. They can sometimes look like almost like black energy or like a dark grayish energy, and it's like stuck. It's like hardened on your energy. And so what I do is I do psychic surgeries for old belief systems, and I work with source energy on that. And so yeah, that's another thing I can help you with as well if you need assistance with psychic surgery and performing that on yourself. Like I said, I'm totally here to help with that as well. And then energetic wounding. So same thing, you'll channel how many energetic wounds you have on your PNS, your peripheral nervous system. And if you come up with 3 or 2, I always recommend doing 1 energetic wound at a time, because they can be very intense. And you literally might get flashbacks or visuals of what it is that you're pulling out of yourself. For me, a lot of the times I see it through my third eye, and it comes through my crown chakra at the same time, or I'll feel it in my heart, like very clairsentient. Yeah, that's usually like where everything gets channeled first. Like sometimes it's clairaudient, but that's like pretty rare. A lot of my clairaudient experiences are usually when I hear like a guy speaking light language or something, or like hearing my name, or like simple stuff like that. And so anyway, yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Okay. And then the last thing, which was the energy manifesting subconsciously, and the spiritual channels causing nerve tingles. So basically, you would just say, okay, I now heal and release this energy manifesting subconsciously and in my spiritual channels that are causing nerve pain or whatever tingles. I do want to mention here that sometimes there can be dark entities affiliated with whatever you pull out of your spiritual channels, especially. So, if you intuitively feel like there might be some dark entities here, like, I don't know, like you will also get the channeled and downloaded information, because you all are just as psychic as I am, okay? Believe it or not. It's just a matter of like releasing all your like trauma and all your emotions that have been holding you hostage for years and lifetime after lifetime. So once you clear yourself out pretty good, you're going to start hearing things, experiencing things, feeling things, and you're going to be like, whoa, this is so fun and so cool. But yeah, and then you'll just do the same thing. You'll just send that energy back to source for healing, and call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, your natural frequency, and any other energies that serve your highest contracts. Moving forward, clear your feminine, masculine, overall energy, old body memory, and send that old energy back to source for healing, okay? Okay. And then, let's see. I do have this this quantum healing code book that I made like a long time ago. I want to say it was like back in 2021. I came across these quantum healing codes, and I can't remember who the author is. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So the author of the codes, their names are Mark Gamma and Isabel Hinn. And they basically explain how these quantum healing codes are a living document, like a living, breathing document, and that these codes are to be used for free and not to be like profited off of, which I love so, so much. Because I can come on here and share these codes for free, right? Like, so you guys can get this healing too. And I know that like the way it was like so aligned on how these codes got to me was just crazy. But anyways, yeah, I do want to find the neuropathy ones really quick. I can't remember what page it was on. We're getting close. I always come across like new stuff every single time I come through this. But this is like spiritual stuff. Okay, I think I might have passed it. Okay, let me go to the beginning because I think that's all the nerve stuff. Yeah, central nervous system. Here we go. Okay, for neuropathy and nerve damage from all causes. But I feel like there was something. Anyways, we'll just go with that code. Okay. So, you know what? I'm going to type this in the live chat as well. And hopefully my live chat replay is still on long before this video is over with. So, let me see. That way you guys can just write this on yourself, work with this however you choose. I'll tell you guys how I work with it in just a second. Okay, for neuropathy and nerve damage. Oh my gosh. They literally cannot stand when I go live on YouTube. It's really annoying. Okay. Okay, I think that. I swear, I thought there was like just one for neuropathy that I looked at the other day. It's fine. It means that this is the one that we're supposed to do. Okay. So I now put that in the live chat. So the code, the quantum healing code for neuropathy and nerve damage from all causes. So this is just additional healing that you can perform on yourself on top of doing this energy healing. Definitely follow your intuition though. Sometimes it might not be necessary. Sometimes it just is like a nice extra feel good from the non-physical. Okay. And quantum healing codes are secondary life force energy. It's very similar to working with an ascended master energy. So it's not going to be as intense as pure life force energy. So maybe this can be an experiment for a lot of you who have never performed energy healing on yourself. And then you can see how intense it is, how strong it feels for you. And then you might get a better idea of how source might feel working with source energy. So, okay, I'm just going to read out the code really quick. So the code is 65 space 57 space 142. And that is to heal neuropathy and nerve damage from all causes. I need to get a sip of water, guys. 1 second. Okay. I'm like so thirsty today. Oh my God. Okay, so here are some different ways, different methods that you can use to work with this quantum healing code. So one, you can write it on an index card and set the intention or channel how many times a day, a week, a month, a year you should work with this quantum healing code. Like for example, I have a little index card. Oh my God, sorry guys. There's like a hair flying on my face right now and I can't find it. Okay, I think it left. So I have the quantum healing code for motion sickness and nausea and assisting the body with elevation effects. Because when I moved to Utah, I had a really hard time adjusting to the elevation here. Like I didn't even realize how sensitive to altitude I was until I started my spiritual journey and started becoming more self-aware of a lot of stuff. And it's crazy. It's so crazy how like all that stuff made me feel like I was like suffocating and like basically like caused me to have panic attacks like when the elevation would go higher and then like lower, and it was crazy. It's part of the reason why I have not been on a plane in years. And I don't see myself being on a plane for a while, so because I want to make sure that I fully heal all of that stuff so that I'm not like when I get on a plane and I get like can't get off the plane, you know. So okay, yeah. So you can write it on a note card and then set the intention to channel and say, okay, higher self, how often should I work with this quantum healing code? You only need it once, one time only. You might get twice a day, two times at once, whatever it is. And then what I do after that is once I get an amount, is I will set the intention to speak that quantum healing code over my entire energy, which is very intense. So, be very gentle with yourself. Yeah. So, yeah, you could just say, okay, I now channel this quantum healing code over my energy for ... for whatever it is that you want to heal from. In this case, it would be neuropathy and the nerve damage. So, okay. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I wanted to mention about that? I don't think so. I think that covered everything. Oh yeah, okay, this is coming through. So one of the cool things about healing your nervous system, especially like when you get more in depth with it, is the more stuff that you pull out, the more that you reprogram, the more that you release, the more abundance that you can receive, and the more you feel safe to receive that abundance. And for me, for the longest time, I didn't feel safe because of my sexual trauma abuse. And that has to go back to psychological association because I associated closeness with danger. And it's so crazy. Like, I can't wait to teach a seminar about this. But basically, like, I just like, because of all this trauma that was stored in my nervous system and all the different responses that my body like basically had to the trauma that I like responded to growing up, it was all stuck there. And so there was like no room, no energy, no space. Um, and yeah, there was like no space to receive that abundance. And then also because my sense of safety, I don't want to say it was stolen from me, but was like severely fucked with. I had to call my sense of safety back. Like I literally had to heal my sense of safety, just like we have to heal our sense of self in order to connect back into our authentic self, in order to connect back with our unconditioned self, aka our inner child. Okay. Just something to think about really quick with that. So, okay. And what else? Okay, yeah, that is all I have today for you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe to my channel if this content resonated with you. And be sure to join the community with others who also enjoy healing themselves and learning new information. New subscribers, please be sure to sign up for the free newsletter that comes out bi-monthly on Sundays. And check out all my links below if you're interested in networking through LinkedIn and you actually like want to network with people who are genuine and authentic as well, and can also help you further yourself on your own life path and your own life journey. Definitely go connect with me on LinkedIn because I really wanted to create, or I still do want to create, like a high vibrational network. And one of the experiences I've had with networking was a bunch of low vibrational people and like their low vibrational sales pitch and their negative intentions and just like that greedy frequency. And I'm just like, ew, like, no. I feel like I want to pave the way for new entrepreneurs, new business owners, and like be one of those people that say, hey, like, you can be yourself, like be your authentic self, like your true self, and like go out into the world and network and actually become successful. And I truly believe that doing that in a high vibrational, authentic way is the best way to go. because that's where you're going to make the most amount of your money in your lifetime and like really reach like your highest levels of your life if you so choose to change and network and get uncomfortable and choose to grow. So, oh my gosh, really quick, I do want to mention this. I don't know if it was my last live video that I talked about this, where I said that I was going to ask to channel, do men have an energetic cord / rod similar to the divine womb cord? And I got yes. They have like this divine rod, almost like pillar of light kind of energy. I didn't ask any more about it. But yes, they do have a connection to source and specifically the masculine aspect of source, which is really interesting. Obviously, we both have connections to both feminine and masculine aspects of source, but specifically with the men that are incarnated, like the male version representation of the masculine consciousness aspect of source that is here on this planet. The male bodies energetically have some kind of unique blueprint where they have a divine rod connecting to source. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then also, I don't know if I talked about the limbic system or not, but I did channel that yes, we do, or we can have old belief systems as well as toxic patterns lodged there. And so, yeah, with old belief systems, I always work with source, like psychic surgery stuff. And then toxic patterns, I heal and release that myself because those aren't really as intense. So, yeah, that was the answer to both of those questions that I channeled. And so, yeah, I don't know too much about the divine rod that I channeled, but I did see it. And it looked almost like white, like translucent, like a straight column. And it's just interesting because it connects directly to like the masculine aspect of source, like that consciousness, like that logic energy, not so much the feeling and the nurturing energy and the life force energy, if that makes any sense. So anyways, this universe is so freaking large and so big, and there's so many answers out there. And I do want to say this really quick, which is I feel like I will never have all of the answers that I want to have to be able to teach everything that I want to talk about. So there are going to be some things that I only like lightly touch, some things that I can go super deep with, that I am meant to go super deep with, and there's some things that I'm not meant to go super deep with. So I did want to mention that, but okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Be sure to check out my new podcast coming out next Saturday. Stay on the lookout for this Sunday's newsletter coming up. And let's see, I believe next Saturday will also be our next live video as well. I haven't decided what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to do for energy healing for that one yet. And what else? Let's see, we got YouTube, podcast, LinkedIn. And yeah, I believe my services are linked below as well. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next live video, and I can't wait. Bye for now. Love you guys so much.